I feel like I shouldn't be here, but I am. Because of you. Hey gang, how's it going? You came to the casino after the operation, Lecter? You're even wearing this outfit again. Think you can finally relax him, again? What happened to your suit? One of those magic puppet things went and put a tear in it when we were duking it out earlier. I'm here to party and drink in its honor. Sure you are. Anyway, thanks for helping us out with the operation. We may not have been able to break into Orchis Tower without your help. Don't sweat it. I had a blast. Sure as hell beats having to do desk work. It was nice getting some exercise. You're supposed to be a spy, but you looked like you were holding your own out there. Killica too, for that matter. You guys aren't anything to sneeze at. Fencing, huh? That was also a pretty powerful art you had going there. You know your stuff. If you really want to know, I guess I could throw you a bone and tell you some of my secrets. It all started 30 years ago today. I went on a pilgrimage and learned everything I know from a hermit deep in the Isengard range. Like anyone is going to believe that. Whatever you say, buddy. Hey, no one said you had to believe it. I'll leave the rest up to your imagination. Anyway, I need to skedaddle and get back to Erebonia soon. Amira's on the old man needing my help soon. Am I remembering incorrectly, or did the Blood and Iron Chancellor not get shot and go missing? The Noble Alliance took advantage of the chaos caused by Guerrilla Fortress destruction, did it not? Yep. They've been occupying Heimdallr for going on 2 months now. That old man does nothing but make enemies, I swear. Doesn't he realize how hard that makes my job of having to clean up after him? Still, I got my duties. I got my doubts he went and ate the big one when he got shot. You seem pretty sure of yourself, not concerned at all? Look who's talking. Whether the Noble Alliance wins or Old Man Gileath makes a last-second comeback, you know Crossbell's fate is sealed, don't you? Well, we don't know what the future holds, but either way, we're going to the Azure Tree to bring Kia home. And good luck to you. Looking to the future is important and all, but you're bound to trip over yourself if you look too far ahead. Why do you think people are always preaching to focus on what's right in front of you? Is this what you're like when you're trying to give some advice? But thanks, Lecter. We'll take it to heart. I'll be rooting for you guys. Don't make me sticking around here a big waste of time. Alright, real quick. What? What happened to all my medals? Fine. You know what? We're doing this. Screw you, game. Oh, there you are. I was looking for the costume, not... What's wrong, Sully? Nothing. I was praying. I mean, this is technically an altar, even if it's just a stage prop. Guess so. Didn't really take you for the praying type, soldier. Any particular thing you're ringing audios for today? Randy, it's a prayer, not a house call. Give the girl some privacy. Nah, I don't mind. I don't think it's a secret that I'm praying for Ilya. But I also snuck one in for you guys, too. What? You prayed for us, Sully? I don't really get what's happening, but you guys are trying to rescue Kia, right? But wherever you're going is going to be dangerous. That's why I'm praying for all of you, especially Rixia. Thank you, Sully. Yeah, we really do appreciate it. And besides, Kia's my friend too. So you guys better rescue her. You can count on it. Oh yeah, before you go, there's something I want you to have. What would that be? Sully took off her cap and handed it to Lloyd. Your cap? I wish I could go with you guys and bring Kia back too. I know I can't ask that though. So instead, take my favorite cap with you. You'll hold on to it, right? Of course. If it's important to you, then it's important to us too. We'll take good care of it. Okay, good. You better be careful, SSS. You too, Rixia. I promise I will. Aw. Okay. You need 3 of each of these. I believe the hood and the Haori and sandals you can get at the store. You need 3 of these, by the way, and they're not cheap. The hood, however, you can win at the casino. It's 200 medals apiece. For some reason, all my medals are gone. And yeah, walking on sunshine. Man, this Kagamaru merch is pretty nifty. Wait, I think I have some katanas in the storeroom. They'd be perfect. I can make Vaughn and Ruse wear this stuff with me, and then we'll sword fight. Do you really need swords for a children's game? I also cannot endorse this use of Kagamaru intellectual property. Now, I've been told... Well, alright, since y'all are regulars, I guess it's fine. But don't touch anything. It's not my fault if you die down there. Thanks for the heads up. We can actually head down here. What are we here for? A book. Picnic lunchbox. Now we leave. Here. Alright, we're at Longlau. Cow? What are you doing here? Well, if it isn't Detective Bannings and his colleagues, how are you? Cow, what are you doing here? What's so strange about coming to Longlau for a bite to eat? With the city calming down, what better time for a relaxing meal? Still kind of ballsy, isn't it? You even took the middle table for everyone who walks in to see. I was not comfortable with it myself. However, it was the waitress that picked it, and Master Cow did not refuse. Don't think me some brazen malcontent trying to flaunt his newfound freedom. All we want is to eat our meal in peace. I feel we earned it. It had been so long since we fought the Red Constellation as we did during the Liberation mission. Well, as far as that's concerned, you do have our thanks for helping. What do you plan to do now? We plan to observe what happens next until things return to normal. Once we have a handle on what Crossbell's immediate future will look like, we'll find a new headquarters and resume business. I was afraid you would say that. But of course, Ravache is gone, and soon the Red Constellation will be packing its bags. There has never been a better time for Heiue. It's been a long time coming, but soon we will realize our goal of having full control of Crossbell's underworld. And it would not have been possible without the tireless work of Master Yin. It's only a matter of time before Heiue and the SSS clash then, isn't it? Perhaps so. I'm looking forward to it all the same. Just know that if you intend to be the next barrier in our way, Cow, then you won't be the one. To stop us either. I had a feeling you would say something like that, Detective. I'd hardly call me and my men a barrier in the sense that you know it. Not compared to the noose to the west that will soon be tightening around Crossbell's neck. A little dramatic, don't you think? Not at all. In the meantime, I wish your team luck in tackling this Azure Tree business, Detective Bannings. We'll be rooting for you. For crying out loud, just when I thought all this madness was over, the tree had to show up and ruin my good mood. Looks like you're headed somewhere important. I hope our fine police officers can do something about this mess. Something wrong, sir? I can tell you've been honing your skills as a chef like I told you to. Very well, today I shall teach you a recipe meant for the star pupil of each generation. Accepted. Wow, what a way to fill out the last page in my recipe book. Are you sure it's okay for me to have your secret recipe? Yes, and spare me your thanks. The decision was mine in my kitchen. My word is the law. Focus yourself on not on humility, but on your cooking. The path every chef must walk is strict. Your best cooking lies ahead. Dedicate yourself to your training as far as you have been, lest you falter. Right, I will. You haven't forgotten that we're with the CPD and didn't originally come for your chef training, right? Are you referring to our misunderstanding from months ago? I haven't forgotten. Your path as a chef is a different matter. Take a closer look at your recipe book. Look here, it says Crossbelt Culinary Union, Lloyd Bannings. Long Lao is a union restaurant. I have a sworn duty to teach all chefs that come through my door. This is what you get for not reading the fine print. I never realized we were agreeing to join a union when he gave it to us. I wasn't even here. Not gonna stop me from updating my resume with a pro chef when this is all over, though. I might even quit the police and open my own 5-star restaurant. It's my name on the notebook, Randy. Anyway, thanks for all you've done. I still think you went above and beyond what you were required to do. Oh my goodness. Can we shut up? Jeez. Rumors of Dieter's arrest have already begun to make their way around and out of the state. We must be wary of the two major powers' actions. How is the current situation throughout Crossbelt, Deputy Commander? Understandably, the tree's appearance is causing panic and confusion all over the state. Many citizens are also fleeing the city now that the barrier is down. I've instructed 2nd Lieutenant Muriel to quell the chaos the best she can. Regarding traffic along the highways, I've deployed squads and increased the number of escort vehicles. We're currently able to escort far more citizens now than we could under the President's restrictions.
Thank you. That's good to hear. As Speaker of the Diet, I'll need to make a public appearance and explain the President's arrest. Preparations are currently underway at the Civic Center, is that correct? Yeah, on that front, we'll be wheeling out the monitor cars that the President had made for his big address. The officers we have in the city can get them set up in a jiff if they divide the workload. Thank you, Inspector. Now we need to find a way to deal with the two major powers. I'd like for all of you to be careful as well.
Speaker MacDowell and the others have a lot on their plates, trying to put out the fires all around Crossbell. They do, but we can trust them. Let's leave my grandfather and the others to handle matters on the ground for now. The car. Check it out. I guess the car was moved here after the operation. It's unfortunate, but we're going to have to leave it like this for a while.
Yeah, our hands are sort of tied with other stuff at the moment.
We will have to we will have the chance for proper repairs once everything is settled. Definitely. We did come here for a reason. Oh yeah, and I guess the Mira business is back on track. But we have business on the 36th floor. Let me guess. That's where Kia was supposed to be. Good to see you, Special Sports Section. Likewise. Is this room where... Yes, this is where This is where Dieter Croy is being held. Do you mind if I ask how he is?
He seemed bewildered when he was taken into custody, but he's calm now. He didn't put up any resistance, at least, so we haven't had to put additional personnel around him. You're allowed to see him if you'd like. Chief Sergei's orders. Gotcha.
What should we do, Lloyd?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm curious about what's on his mind. Alright, go on in. So, you've come to see me. What reason could you possibly have? I'm now an international criminal. Good to see you too, Dieter.
Uncle.
Being isolated like this, I've come to realize something. Belle was absolutely right. I was nothing more than the conduit for everything Ian planned. I constantly preached that justice was an ideal worth pursuing, worth making sacrifices for. In the end, what did it get me? I've been abandoned by my only daughter and have completely fallen from grace. That green-haired boy from the society pales in comparison to me. I'm the true fool around here. I won't disagree. It's only natural for someone to stay true to their beliefs if they truly value justice. I'll never condone what you did, but I can't deny that you truly were trying to protect Crossbow. No kidding. I don't think that speech you gave us about justice at the IBC was something you pulled out of your ass.
Humans have been ever in pursuit of justice. You said that is what drives humanity forward. I believe the reason citizens approved the Declaration of Independence was because they resonated with your resolve for justice. Approval or not, the methods you resorted to were anything but just. Even if Crossbow retains its independence, your justice is upheld and peace is achieved. It won't heal the wounds of those who were harmed in the process. You tried to obtain peace for Crossbow by sacrificing the innocent. As far as I'm concerned, that makes the speech you made after being inaugurated more hollow than anything else.
You're exactly right, Ellie. Everything you said is the truth. Perhaps I was blinded by my dreams and ideals of justice once Kia's power was within my grasp. Ian saw right through that without me ever realizing it. I'd become easy for him to manipulate. However, I'm not foolish enough to have forgotten that justice is something that's exercised through power and will. I expect all of you to stay true to your humanity, to keep pursuing justice you believe to be right. To come out on top of all this, you'll need to show Ian and the others how strong your power and wills are. Easier said than done, but we're not going to back down. We'll do whatever it takes. It's the only way we're going to take back Kia.
That's right.
In that case, I won't say anything more. Ian is one thing, but as far as Belle goes, she may be my daughter, but even I have no idea how far she's willing to go. So will you be able to move forward and take Kia back? It's time for all of you to find out. Hey, Mademoiselle.
Are you alright? Don't worry, I'm fine. Part of me was worried for Uncle because of the way Belle completely abandoned him. Yet he seemed surprisingly composed.
I was thinking the same. Consider this one less down in our minds. He was even right about something. It's time for us to take the next step forward. Alright, so I was mistaken. I thought he was supposed to give you something, but it turns out you actually have to go to the roof. So let's go to the roof. We don't have the car, but we have the Merkaba now. Alright, so on the roof, there is something shining there. And it is a Zemurian Ore shard. Okay, I can't just fast travel out of here. That'd be too convenient. But yeah,
Where will my next stop be? Alright, first destination outside the city is not an unexpected one. It's Guy's grave. Guy's tonfas. I can't help but feel sorrow looking at them. Those cuts.
They must be Arios' handiwork. Yeah. Look closely. There are also a lot of smaller nicks and scratches. Even marks from where he had repairs done to them. My brother sought the truth and never gave up, no matter what barrier was standing in his way. These tonfas, they carry his will. Guy's spirit is right here with them. You may be right. If we're to resolve this crisis and close my brother's case, then we'll have to overcome Arios to do it. To reach that final truth, not just him, Ian Grimwood as well. So if you don't mind, I'll be looking after these tonfas for a while. And please, lend me your strength, Guy.
Lloyd, do not forget about us. We are here too.
She's right, man.
It's going to take all of us if we're going to bring Kia home.
Yeah, you're right. I can always count on all of you. Let's do this.
And that was it. Nice little scene. Alright, next up, jail. Okay, so we're at the jail. We're at the Crossbow Police Academy. Because we gotta go to jail.
Is that youth special sports section? Thank Gaudios, you're all safe.
Same to you, Juan. It's good to see you're holding up alright. So the Metropolitan Division has taken post here now? Wasn't this place occupied by the Defense Force not long ago?
That's right. They withdrew after the president was arrested. I think their concern was quelling all of the disturbances around the state that were happening as a result. Once they cleared out, reinforcements from Police HQ arrived, and we were able to squash any lingering disturbances here.
Good to hear.
Hey, Juan, if you don't mind me asking, what happened to old Garcia?
Good question. Didn't he help Lloyd escape from prison?
Yeah, I really owe him one for helping me out back there. Wait, what am I saying? I'm supposed to be a member of the police, but I busted out of prison with the help of a mafia convict. On the contrary, your detainment was immediately deemed unlawful the moment the president was arrested. You shouldn't worry about it at all, especially when there are much more pressing matters at hand. As far as Garcia goes, he put up a fight against the Defense Force and was eventually restrained. Right now he's back in his old cell and is currently receiving treatment.
Treatment?
I can't imagine he came out of a fight with the Defense Force completely unscathed. He's going to be bedridden for a while, but if you'd like to visit him, I could arrange for that.
What do you say, Lloyd? Should we?
I should thank Garcia for what he did for me back then. Yeah, I'd appreciate that, Juan. Sure thing. I'll have Melvin guide you there. You're allowed 10 minutes per visit. Since the inmate is currently injured, you've been given special permission to greet them in their cell. Keep in mind that making direct contact with the other party or exchanging objects of any kind is strictly forbidden. Understood. Okay then. Rossi, you have a visitors. Come on and make yourselves at home. Oh, all of us are going in? Jeez. I thought he said he was bedridden. Looks just fine. Why is everyone walking so slow? Basically stepping on each other's feet. Hello, Garcia. So we meet again, kid. Good to see you managed to round up your pals. Whoa there, old man. You sure you should be sitting up right now? Heard you had a pretty nasty run-in with the Defense Force. I'm fine. Nothing like a bare-knuckle brawl against rifles and stun halberds to get the blood pumping. Hell, it's damned embarrassing that I even had trouble sitting up. I don't think any normal person would be able to.
You aren't a veteran Jaeger for nothing. It does not look like he can move much more than this, however.
I still owe you my thanks, Garcia. Had you not helped me escape back then... Uh-oh. I'm not sure I ever would have found my friends or made it this far.
Lloyd.
Huh. Did you come all the way here just to tell me that? I told you, our little partnership was over the second we got past the front gate of the prison. In my eyes, you're still the little punk bastard who took down Ravache. That ain't ever going to change, got it?
So you say. Doesn't mean I can't show gratitude.
Thank you, Garcia.
It's because of you that we're all together again like this. I promise you that I will reach the truth, resolve this incident, and protect Crossbell.
You're making me sick to my stomach bringing back worthless memories like this. I can still picture those unwavering eyes of his, the way he wouldn't give it up no matter what anyone said or how hard his ass got beat. You really are Guy's younger brother, huh? Damn, old man. I'll take that as a compliment. Can't believe you got me to say that nonsense. Don't you have somewhere else to be right now? You ain't got time to hang out here if you're going to keep that promise. So beat it.
Yeah, I know. Let's go, everyone.
Damn, old Bear is holding it together. A lot better than I thought he'd be.
You're right. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery and be back on his feet soon. His injuries aside, don't you think he was in surprisingly high spirits? I wasn't expecting a pep talk when we walked in.
A lot has happened this year. I think Garcia changed a little bit too.
What? Why are you all looking at me like that? The way you said that, do you seriously think it has nothing to do with you? Lloyd does have that kind of effect on people.
Huh? Come on, man. Being a baby-faced lady killer is one thing. Did you seriously become a bear tamer when you were behind bars too? He did seem to have you pegged perfectly, right down to how much like your brother you are.
Hold on a sec. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait. That's right. He asked me to do this, not Garcia. I thought Garcia... Whatever. It's my notes. I guess we should have been, like, giving these out a little bit at a time instead of all at once. But whatever. And there you go. Wow, you kids have given me so many peculiar dishes now. I think this will be more than enough to help the forensic class out with their training. Thanks for all the help. You're welcome, Juan. We're happy to help. Always good to lend a hand to an old alma mater. You haven't changed a bit since those days. You know that, Lloyd? You're as commendable as ever. At least let me give you this as a token of my thanks. It's an Enigma 2 quartz we recently started to use. We were given an extra, so I wanted you to have it. Shroud. Wow, thanks, Juan. We'll use it wisely. Shroud is, if it's what I think it is, haze. Which, thank goodness. I missed this one. But now, I have a bigger problem. Who do I give it to? Shroud. But yeah, Shroud. Enemies less likely to notice you on the field. Full party. And since Randy can be swapped out... Ooh, he gets to keep Crimson... Oh, flare butterfly is an actual art. For some reason, I thought it was specific to, Campanella. Oh, well. Our next stop is St. Ursula. I'm sorry, everyone. I'll have to excuse myself here. Are you sure, Rixia?
Still not ready, huh?
Wait, Rixia. Why not come with us? The least you could do is hear Ilya's voice again.
Hear her voice?
I understand that you're not ready to face her and don't want to until the dust is settled. I get it, and I respect that decision. But what's standing outside of Ilya's room and hearing what she has to say when we visit go against that?
It
doesn't sound like a bad idea to me. We've already come so far, so can't you let yourself have this little reward?
Yes, and the toughest fight is still to come. It would do you good to hear from the person who's giving you strength and who you're fighting for.
Yin, no, Rixia Mao. Far be it from a police detective like me to tell you what to do, but you are aware that we're in a state of emergency. In these cases, it's department policy to head into the field of duty without any regrets.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll do it. If you don't mind, I'll come along with you to visit her room and stand outside the room.
Of course we don't mind.
That's right. Let's go see Ilya.
Okay, so now let's go see some friends. Okay, so, Cecile is out here. This is where you are, Cecile.
Hello, Lloyd. I had to come out here to have a look for myself. I've never seen anything like it. The sight of it is completely alien and inexplicable, yet somehow soothing and lovely. It pains me that I can empathize. Belle said that tree itself is Kia. If that is true, it would explain why Cecile feels that way. Hey, Lloyd. All of you are headed there, aren't you?
We are. Somewhere in that tree is where we're going to find Kia and the truths we are fighting for.
No matter how dangerous it may be, we can't turn away right now. We have to go. I understand. If I'm being honest with myself, I want to drag you inside with me and keep you away from that kind of danger. 3 years ago, I lost someone I loved very dearly, and I never want to go through that again. Cecile. But if Guy were here with us today, I know he would do the same thing all of you are going to do. He would sprint without a second thought to protect what's important to him, no matter how dangerous it was.
You're right, Cecile.
So that's why, if you're going there, then I want you to promise one thing. Promise me you're going to come back safely with Kia's smiling face in tow. If you can promise that, then I'll stay here waiting and praying for all of you to come home.
Cecile, it's a promise. Just wait for us a little bit longer. We'll all come home. This is going to be our most difficult battle yet, but we will prevail.
That's right. Nothing is going to stop us from being king of home.
We've also got to beat some sense into Arios, too. I'll put him in cuffs if that's what it takes.
Thank you for coming to see me, everyone. I think I can be at ease now. As a little symbol of our promise, I want you to have this.
What is this, Cecile?
A present Guy gave to me when I took my final exam in nursing school. I hold this pendant tightly whenever I feel like I need a little of Guy's patented strength and courage. It's precious to me, so as part of our promise, I want you to bring that safely too.
We will. I'll gratefully accept this and return it once everything is settled.
Then may the blessing of the goddess be with you, everyone.
Strength, defense. Oh wow, this is a boost to everything. I'm considering giving up the True Gladiator belt for this. This is awesome. But speaking of, we have yet another Grail Locket. Guess who I'm going to give it to? Our healer. There we go. Ellie is pretty much, unless like the situation demands it, Ellie is never leaving my party. I need my healer. You will not take my healer away from me. Alright, Rixia. Oh, wrong room.
I'll wait here while you all go inside.
We know, that's fine. Trust us, we won't let on that you're out here.
I was wondering where all of you were right now. I can tell things have taken a turn for the worse out there. Just what on earth is that tree that appeared?
Yeah, the situation is complicated at the moment. To tell you the truth, we don't have the answers ourselves.
As much as we'd like to, we cannot say the hospital is safe either. Please take care of yourself, Ilya. We'd hate for something to happen to you again. Don't worry about me, Ellie. I don't know what exactly is going on out there. But I know you kids are going to pull through this so long as you keep fighting. You're going to find those answers you're looking for. So, even if I can't stand right now, I'll still be standing with you in spirit. I won't give up on taking the stage again. We've got some butts to kick, boys and girls. Get out there and finish what you started. Thank you, Ilya.
Oh, hell yeah. Nothing like a pep talk from the fervent dancer to get you raring to go.
By the way, there's a certain someone over there who couldn't stay away because she's so worried. Am I right?
Ilya, how did you...
You could tell? I don't know whoever she is, but she must be a shy little sweetheart. One with an ironically reserved personality for someone with such a perfect body.
Doesn't know my ass.
So much for not noticing her. Well, mysterious stranger, I may not know who you are, but you should know that I've already started my rehabilitation. So if you don't keep practicing, I'm going to catch up and pass you again in no time. If you don't want to be left behind, you had better settle things quickly so we can finish what we started. Also, please be careful and look after yourself. No matter how strong you are, you're still a young girl. With that said, just like on our stage, there are kinds of strength that only a woman can show. As long as you remember that, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ilya. Well, I think I've taken enough of your valuable time for one visit. You guys had better be careful out there, You guys had better be careful, too, little guy. You'd better not make my dear Cecile cry, you know.
We won't, Ilya. Wouldn't dream of it. I owe you an apology, Rixia. Never imagined she'd be able to notice you from outside the room. You were trying to conceal your presence with your yin voodoo too, weren't you? How the heck did she notice?
Simply put, Ilya is a genius. She probably knew it was me from the sound of my footsteps and the pattern of my breath. After all, matching each other's breathing is something we're used to doing when we perform. Still, I am surprised. I didn't expect her to be so sharp anywhere but the stage.
She's full of surprises.
Ironically, that is what we have come to expect from Ilya.
Miss Blatier's reputation precedes her.
Hearing her like this was just what I needed to strengthen my own resolve. I'm ready, everyone. Let's go.
We're right there with you, Rixia.
Every step of the way.
I love this group.
Okay, so we're at the Azure Tree Inn for a little visit. Also, depending on how I feel, I may show that off. But
right outside the Merkaba portal, you can find Scott from the Bracer Guild there, and he's talking about actually tying the knot with his girl. I'm so happy for him. And he was inviting us to his wedding, and it's like, you bet I'll go. Alright. Here we go. It's Kevin! Wait, is that
Reese?
So, this is where you two have been.
The SSS.
Sup, Wazy? Lloyd? How's it going?
How you doing, Kevin?
We're scouting to see how things are going around the state. Did you guys shoot down that one flying Aeon?
I'm glad you're all right. Well done.
Thanks. We didn't exactly come out of it unscathed, though. I had to go all out, so now I'm pretty drained.
I have heard Abbas mention something about that. The power you have comes from at a cost, correct?
I'm guessing you channeled your stigma's power into the Merkaba and released it all at once, didn't you? Seriously, how reckless can you get, Kevin? The last thing the Grossritter need is for the 5th spot to be vacant again. It was that dangerous?
It was. A stigma is the source of a volatile power which is difficult for the human body to contain. There is a limit on how much of it can be released so quickly. A Dominion would never be so foolish or reckless to push that limit, not a responsible one anyway.
Sheesh, Reese. I said I was sorry. Give me a break already, will ya? She really got your number. The Grossritter Dominions are quite different than the accounts I've heard. In other news, how about our last-second twist down in the wetlands, eh?
The Azure Tree, a miracle born from mankind's obstinance. It's unthinkable that anything but Idios could manifest something like that. And at its core is Kia. It's true. We have yet to come to terms with it either.
We plan to close this case our way. This is personal for us. Not just as the SSS, but as Kia's family. Figured as much. This thing was only gonna end one way after what you said last time we were face to face. Hate to tell you, but our Merkava's out of commission. If we can get back in the air in time, we'll come lend a hand.
And even if we don't, I know Idios will be protecting you all. Please be careful.
You got it, Reese.
We should be going.
Our Merkaba is going to be out of commission for a while. If we can get back up and running, we'll lend you guys a hand. Hey, Wazy, you'd better not do anything too crazy up there. Take it from me. If you blow through your power too quickly, it's going to hurt you if it doesn't kill you. I'll keep that in mind. Oh, before I forget, take this, Lloyd. Zemurian Ore shard. Yo, is that? Where'd you get this? Found it where the Ion crashed. It probably broke off it. I picked it up thinking you could probably put it to good use. Go and take it. Could come in handy. Thanks, Father Kevin. I miss you, Kevin. Knock, knock. We're at the Derzygle Inn, just so you know.
Oh, hey guys.
Hello? Stella and Joshua?
You came here after the operation?
Heard you guys laid waste to one of those ions.
Yes, all of you in Pottermodder must make for a formidable team. Yeah.
Well, it's true that we wouldn't be here if not for his sacrifice. Huh?
Come to think of it, where's Ren?
Fast asleep. Poor Ren. Meister George. Oh, George!
I did not expect you to be here too.
Well, I am, at their request. Despite the chaos outside, I couldn't simply stay away after Pottermodder's death.
That archaism died?
Then, did he?
Yeah, he grabbed that blue ion, dragged it up in the clouds with him, and then...
He self-destructed. completely of his own volition. So that's what happened.
The machine opted for self-sacrifice too.
She's probably been crying for hours, huh? Poor girl must be completely exhausted.
Of course she would be. The way she feels is completely understandable.
Automata resigned himself to his fate. I cannot help but admire the heart he displayed by choosing to give his own life to protect the girl. As a doll maker, I couldn't be prouder.
Meister.
We've been getting reports about what's happening. Things have gotten worse, haven't they?
Sorry we can't join you right now. We're recovering as quickly as we can. Thanks, you two. Don't worry about it, and take all the time you need. Your health should be your top priority. Yeah, you guys can end up like the kiddo's doll. And besides, this is something we gotta do on our own to take Keto back.
Good luck, guys.
May the goddess protect you all. Be careful out there. We were told that Professor Novartis has already left Crossbell too. It must be a relief to know that you won't have to deal with the society from here on. Even I'm not certain what their goal here was. Though from the sound of it, their sights are squarely on the Empire. The Phantasmal Blaze plan. What they did in Crosswell may have only been the first domino to tip in a much larger scheme. I hope all... It's so hard to say Olivier, because I've been reading it as Olivier for so long. Olivert, how about that? And the others are all right.
When you say Olivert,
you're talking about Prince Olivert, yeah? That's right. We haven't been able to get in contact with him ever since the civil war in Erebonia began. As long as Mueller's with him, he probably isn't in any danger. But then again,
I think it's natural to be worried given the circumstances.
Oh, that's right. You should have this.
Another shard.
What is this? We found it near where Pottermouter passed away. Likely broke off the ion. Maybe you can make good use of it. I see. We'll try our best.
You guys better be careful out there. Give him a good fight, but please don't end up like Pottermouter. You got that?
Yeah, loud and clear, Estelle. You know, we probably wouldn't still be alive and kicking either if it weren't for the big guy.
In retrospect, we should have thanked him when we had the chance at the doll studio. Yeah, I wish we could have gone spend more time with him too. Don't worry about Ren. She's become a much stronger person in the last 6 months. And she's not alone anymore. I know she can make it through this.
That's great to hear.
Please give her our regards when she wakes up.
Pottermouter's logic circuits were not originally designed with autonomous functionality in mind. Perhaps through his time with Ren, he acquired something akin to a soul. I've been a doll maker for decades, but I still have much to learn.
Okay, so we're on the railroad for a specific purpose. We seek something here. Yeah, I can't make a map for all of them. Should be here somewhere. Here we go. Look at all this. This is where Joshua, Estelle, Pottermouter, and Ren were fighting that ion. There's no event for it. It is just smoldering ashes. And more. Man, Transcontinental Railroad just can't get a break, can it? Anyway, we're going to Belgard anyway. Pick up the pace. Oh shoot, I missed a chest. Oh, there we go. Oh boy. We're on the roof of Belgar. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I didn't get to see that last time. Jeez. Commander Bales, I was wondering where you were.
I wasn't expecting to see you here either.
Quite the view, ain't it? We saw it happen too, that white ion obliterating the railway guns in the blink of an eye. She didn't do it herself, but it still happened because of Kia's power.
We received interesting intel from the Empire. Unfortunately, we have no way of verifying it. There are soldiers missing, but the Imperial Army has yet to confirm a single casualty as a result of the Ion's attack.
Are you saying that they could still be alive?
Given what happened to the fortress, it would have to be a miracle. Again, that's not confirmed, nor do we understand what scientifically happened during the attack. The matter that was affected by the white ion's ability to manipulate space may not have been destroyed, so to speak. If that were to be the case, then Kia may have influenced the miracle subconsciously. I am sure Arabonia is suffering enough due to the war. It would be a relief if there was some way for their soldiers to be returned. By the way, I heard the good news. Your operation in Crosswell City was quite the success.
Huh, it went better than I ever would have expected.
We wouldn't have succeeded without your help, Commander Bales. You were the one that opened a path for us to pursue the declaration of invalidity. Please, I didn't do anything of note. Everything you have achieved is of your own doing. I have merely operated the Crossbow Defense Force in the orders I was given by the President.
Sorry about that.
Now that the state's independence has been called into question, I may not be fit to be its commander any longer.
You can't be serious.
What? Do you really have to do that? You needn't worry. I know what I must do here and now. It's the long term that I'm still unsure about. However, for now, I still have a duty as the commander of the CDF to see this crisis resolved.
She's tough. Alright, so we're at Hotel Delphinia at Michelin Resort. Because of a certain someone here.
Those books you have on you, would they happen to be the Sunshine Agnes series that's been gaining popularity in Crossbow City?
What? You mean these novels?
They are. It just so happens we gathered every volume. Well done. That's wonderful. I once owned the entire series myself. It was quite an enjoyable read. The story is fiction, of course, though I can't help but wonder if its heroine was inspired by a real person. I've decided to remain here and be a spectator to this incident happening in Crossbell. And I wouldn't mind some light reading material to pass the time.
We do have the entire collection. Should we give them to her?
Really? You're just going to give them to me? The rest of us are okay with it if Lloyd is. We received most of them as gifts anyway.
What she said. I don't see why you can't take them off our hands.
If you insist, I'll gladly accept. This won't do. It'd be rude of me to take these and not offer you anything in return. Please take this.
A Zemurian Ore.
Wait, is this? It's something that fell into my hands some time ago while in my other line of work. I do not know if you will find some use for it, though you may take it if you'd like. Is this really okay for us to have? It seems like it could be valuable. It's quite all right. I don't mind you taking it at all. After all, I am merely a witness to how this turbulence in Crossbell will unfold. I don't think handing this over to you constitutes changing that. Ignore me, simply thinking aloud. See to it that you take good care of it.
Sure thing. Thanks for all the help. Alright, at the top of this area, there's a Zemurian Ore shard, and there are enemies to fight. Alright, now then.
Man, I can't believe what's going on out there. I'd love to help you guys if I could. If only I had some of the good stuff.
The good stuff?
I'm talking about Zemurian Ore, my boy. It's a metal that's sometimes found in the ruins of ancient civilization. Over a year ago, some famous professor perfected a process for refining the stuff and was able to make some primo items. If I could just get my hands on some, I can make y'all some powerful weapons.
Super strong weapons?
Really?
We cannot deny that they would be useful in the current situation.
If I just had the materials, I could make them in a jiffy. I think 5 small shards of the stuff would be enough for one.
Zemurian Ore. Wait, that's right. The fortune teller gave us one for the books. I think we have some shards too.
What's to look for? You thinking you know how to get your hands on some? That's the case. Let me know when you're ready and I'll make you a weapon. Talk to me again if you find your Zemurian Ore 5 shards.
Make.
Great jumping, Chief Jolichus. Is that a Zemurian Ore?
Alright. So we can get the Infinity for Lloyd, the Exis Ray for Ellie, the Cosmo Collapser for Tio, the Deontic Abyss for Randy, Arc Soleil for Noel, the 7th Arm for Wazy, that weapon for Rixia, and the Himmel Troy for Dudley. I'm going to craft one for my good old bud. And then I'm gonna make Wheel of Morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell me a lesson that I should learn. The Exis Ray. She's gonna be in my party a lot. You know what? Either Noelle or Rixia. Those two I feel like need some kind of help. Heads, Noelle, tails, Rixia. Rixia it is. Alright. Sorry about that. But that's going to call it for a session. So next time on the Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure, we're going to be actually taking care of some side things to prep for our final dungeon, the Azure Tree. I will see you guys then.